Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and doing well. Yesterday we have talked about present tense and its aspect. I have told you about the tenses as well. So let's start with the next tense, that is past tense. So as I have already told you, there are 3 times: present, past and future with 4 aspects combination. So today we are going to do past simple. Past simple, first of all let's understand the sentence formation. Subject plus verb second form and then object. So here note down that there is no funda of singular or plural. Whatever subject is, you need to just apply verbs second form. So how we can use it and where we can use it? We use this tense with completed action in the past. So here I am putting the example as well. He lived here 10 years ago. He lived. Okay, so this is indication of the past, and also ago is there. I played soccer with my friends last Sunday. Last Sunday. So this is the completed action in the past. So we have applied past simple in this. So we have applied only second form. Okay, so this is the use of past simple tense. So now let's come to the negative part of it. So how we can form subject plus did not plus verb first form. Please note down, as we have applied did not, so the verb first form instead of second form, I have told you in affirmative, we need to apply only verb first form and then comes object. So interrogative part, did comes first, then comes subject, then comes verb first form. Again I am telling you, did plus subject plus verb first form and then comes object, because this is interrogative sentence, so we have to put the question mark here. So like I am putting the example, did your mother help you in your studies? So here noted down that I have applied did, that's why I have applied only verb first form. I have not applied verb second form because already did is there. So keep these things in your mind. Whenever you are applying did not, always apply verb first form. When you apply like this interrogative sentence you are making, then again you have to apply verb first form. So this is the past simple tense. Past continuous. So let's understand past continuous. First of all, the sentence structure goes as subject plus was or were. Okay, was with singular and were with plural. Then comes verb first form and then ing and then comes object. Full stop. So it is used with the unfinished or ongoing action in the past. Okay, some action was ongoing in the past. For that we use past continuous. And obviously it was unfinished. Like I was playing Ludo with my friends. It was the ongoing action in the past. The fire alarm rang while she was cooking a meal. So unfinished action, but we are making it like past continuous. She was cooking. So this is the use of past continuous tense. So let's understand past continuous negative sentence formation. For this we would take subject was or were, was with singular and were with plural. Then comes not, as I have already told you that you have to apply not while making the negative after the helping verb and before the verb. Then comes verb first form ing and then comes object. Here one example is here, Avi was not writing a letter. Then comes interrogative. Okay, so while making the interrogative, we have to place the helping verb first. Was or were, then subject, then verb first form plus ing and then comes object with question mark. Were they disturbing you? So this is the example related to this. So interrogative, when we are asking. Okay, so past continuous basically is used with the action which was in process in the past. So let's come to the next. Let's come to the next, that is past perfect. Okay, so perfect means completed action. So what is the sentence structure here? Subject plus had plus verb third form, then comes object. So when we have two actions in the past, we use past perfect to show which action happened first. Okay, two actions, both are applied for the completed action. Fine. So how we can just differentiate between past simple and past perfect? So let's understand. We use past perfect to show which action happened first. Okay, like one example is here. You can see, I was sick because I had eaten too much yesterday. I had eaten. So this is the example of past perfect. Now let's understand negative. So while making the negative sentence, we use subject plus had, then comes not, verb third form, and then object. She had not invited me to her party. So here had not invited. Then comes interrogative. Had plus subject plus verb third form, and then comes object containing question mark. Had they submitted their project? So these are the examples of past perfect tense. Past perfect continuous. Perfect also and then continuous. So structure of this tense is subject plus had been, being for perfect, continuity, verb first form plus ing. Okay, it is showing the continuity. Then comes object, since and for. These are the time phrases. Since I have told you with the point of time, and for period of time. So basically we use this tense to talk about a continuous action in the past before another finished action. Let's understand. The ground was wet because it had been raining. Okay, since morning. Okay, for 2 hours you can add it. Fine. So the ground was wet. So this action, and we are showing the past perfect continuous by applying it had been raining. Since 2 hours, since morning or for 2 hours you can add in it. So basically is used to talk about a continuous action in the past before another finished action. Fine. Before the rain stopped. So that's why. Okay, before the ground was wet, it was raining. Fine. So this is the use of past perfect continuous. Let's understand the negative sentence structure. Subject had not been plus verb first form ing, object since and for. You can form the example related to this. Then comes interrogative, had plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing, then comes object since and for. Okay, so she had not been riding. She had not been riding since morning. Okay, had they been living here for 2 years? Had they been living here for 2 years? So this is your interrogative. So this is the best way to understand past perfect continuous. So let's come to the next. So let's understand future tense. Okay, so future simple. This is very tricky actually. Subject plus will plus verb first form plus object. You need to just understand it. So will basically is used with instant decisions. Okay, which you have not decided prior, or offers or promises. Like I am putting one example with you. Suppose your mother is asking you, what would you like to have? You instantly just reply, I will have a coffee. Fine. This is your instant decision. You have not decided earlier, like 2 days earlier or 2 years earlier. This is your instant decision. Suppose somebody just say doorbell is ringing. So you just offer yourself, I will open it. Okay. So this is the use of will. Fine. So subject plus will plus verb first form plus object. This is the common use of future simple. We can define future simple with two other forms as well. By applying going to and by applying present continuous. Don't get puzzled. I am just telling you how. Going to is used with plans and intentions. It's indication of the future. I am not talking about the future simple, indication of the future, because it gets puzzled. You need to understand what is the difference. So going to is with the plans and intentions. Like we are going to buy a new house. Okay. So now right now you are not, but you are going to buy. So this is also future indication. Present continuous is also used with the future indication when you are having fixed arrangement. Like I am having a Zoom meeting on Saturday. Coming Saturday. Okay, it is in the future. So I am having a Zoom meeting on Saturday. So here also we can indicate the future. Fine. Future continuous. Subject plus will be plus verb first form ing and then comes object. So it denotes an action going on at some point in future. Okay, in some point in future the action will be going on. So that's why I have told you future tense is a very tricky one because it is based on your imagination. Fine. So let's understand with the example. She will be eating dinner then. She will be eating dinner then means at 8 p.m. Okay, she will be eating dinner. So it is with the fixed routines we use this. Like or some plans which are already fixed. We also use future continuous. He will be staying with his uncle in USA. So this is already decided, fixed. So that's why we are using future continuous in it. So now let's come to the next one. Future perfect is used when an action will be completed at some time in the future. Will be completed. Okay. First was will be in process. Continuous was will be in process. Now this is will be completed in future. So here is an example. I shall have done my work before you come. So what is this sentence formation? Subject plus will have plus verb third form and then comes object. So this is future perfect tense. Future perfect continuous. This is the rarest form of tense which is rarely used while speaking or while writing. But let's understand. Okay, for your knowledge. Subject plus will have plus be plus verb first form ing showing the continuity and then comes object since and for. So she will have been completing her work for 3 hours. So you are just imagining that she will have been. Okay. So this is the future perfect continuous. It is rarely used while writing or while changing the sentences. So just understand it for your knowledge. I hope this video is useful and you have learned all the tenses carefully. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself and do the notes in Fair Notebook. Thank you for watching this video.